$600 billion wiped out overnight, all because of one AI model that nobody saw coming.
DeepSeek shaking up global tech.
NVIDIA losing nearly $600 billion in market cap today alone.
AI from a Chinese company should be a wake-up call.
4 weeks before DeepSeek broke the internet and sent Silicon Valley into a panic, I stumbled onto a LinkedIn post about an AI that outperformed ChatGPT in coding and math. As someone who works full-time in a big tech and an AI super user also involved in building AI solutions, I couldn't resist testing it. While I was deep in my testing to find the good and the bad, DeepSeek became the #1 app globally. But what does this mean for an everyday AI user? In this video, I'll cut through the hype and share 2 powerful practical uses of DeepSeek to save money and boost productivity, and 3 risks which could cause you a lot of headache and how to get around them to use it safely. Starting with the good, the first standout feature is the ability to run DeepSeek without an internet connection. Yep, you heard that correct. That means unlimited usage, complete privacy, and 0 cost. Think of it as your personal AI brain that goes everywhere with you on a plane, on a flight, or travel. Let me show you how. You first go on lmstudio.ai.com, and from there, depending on whether you have a Mac or a Windows, you select the right option and download the software offline for your laptop. Once you've downloaded and installed the app, open the LM Studio app. You will see a login screen. You can just click skip on the right corner and you should see something like this. Now, once you've downloaded, click here on the left side in the discover option. And once you click that, you will see the option for model search. Simply type DeepSeek and it will give you a couple of results and you can sort them by best match or most likes and downloads. And you will notice all models have different sizes. So this model is a 7 billion parameters. There are models starting at 1.5 billion parameters, going up until 70 billion parameters. Now I have a MacBook Air with an M2 processor, but just for demo purposes, I downloaded the starting point $1.5 billion parameter DeepSeek model. For you, select the version based on your speed, and if you have a graphic card, once you have chosen the right model, you can just click download here. Once you click download, it will start downloading the model and installing it. Now on completion, you will receive a download complete notification. Once that's done, you basically go here on the left in the chat function and click plus for a new chat. You then select your model here from the drop-down model for use purposes. So I've already downloaded a DeepSeek R1 1.5 billion parameter model. You click that and then just hit load. You will see a progress bar, which is basically the model being loaded. Once it's finished, you can actually start chatting with the model. There you go. We have the model ready. So I'll just say, hey, and see what it does. It says, how can I assist you today? Okay, so for transparency, I'm going to just turn my Wi-Fi off. And I'm going to just give it some random text and ask it to summarize it. So we'll just give it some text. So the text is this long. I just took it from a random article and I can see that DeepSeek is going through the article. It's thinking about all the different content. I find this feature to be very good because you can clearly see how the model is reasoning through the text. And that's what makes DeepSeek unique. It kind of talks you through its thinking process. And there we have a summary of a text without using any internet. Now, a pro tip, if you're handling sensitive information like financial data, personal journals, or business analytics, this offline capability keeps your data secure while also saving you the subscription cost for ChatGPT or other AI models. And there are versions which you can even install on your mobile phone, so you can take it with you anywhere. Now, the next feature is where DeepSeek leaves ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini behind by combining real-time web search with advanced reasoning capabilities. Let me show you what I mean. I will ask both ChatGPT and DeepSeek to do an in-depth analysis of Apple stock based on value investing principles. Based on the analysis, generate a buy, hold, or sell rating. Now in DeepSeek, I have enabled the Deep Think reasoning functionality and also the search functionality, because combining these two is where DeepSeek excels. And now I'll go to ChatGPT and select O3 Mini, which is a mini advanced reasoning model, which allows to you to do searching the internet with reasoning, but you cannot do that with their O1 advanced reasoning model. I will hit search on both, and then we'll let them do their thing. So the first difference here is I can clearly see what DeepSeek is going through in terms of data it's pulling on the internet and what analysis it's providing. Whereas here in O3 Mini, it's not very transparent about all of the steps it's taking, but it's giving me some summaries. And O3 Mini on the left is finished. We will give some time to DeepSeek in the meantime to finish. So on the left, O3 is finished. It starts by giving an overview of the Apple's business. And then it talks about fundamental analysis and intrinsic value. Then it talks about the quality and competitive moat Apple has, talks about the risks, and then gives a conclusion. And it gives a hold rating. But I am an accountant and I invest in shares. And I think this investment summary here is light because it does not give any financial results of Apple stock. It doesn't tell me what is, for example, the price earning ratio or how much revenue Apple made. And it doesn't really give me a strong rationale for hold. And on the right, DeepSeek took actually longer. I will actually put some time in the video somewhere on how long both of them took in terms of generating this analysis, but DeepSeek starts literally exactly by summarizing what I was saying. It gives how much revenue Apple made, so 33 billion revenue, 25% growth. It talks about valuation matrix, the PE ratio, which I was again talking about, PEG ratio, these are the kind of things I would look. Talks about the intrinsic value estimate, which is again exactly what a value investing share analysis should do, and talks about the risks. Peer comparison, so looks at other companies, capital allocation, and then gives a hold. But it gives me a detailed rationale. Now, the good thing is both of them gave the same result, but I feel more confident looking at DeepSeek's analysis as an accountant because it's given me the data points I need to be able to trust the results it's providing me. But this left me very curious on how a model which is so cheap compared to OpenAI in terms of the cost it took to generate this LLM exceed the quality in terms of results. And that led me to discover the mixture of experts methodology used by DeepSeek. The mixture of experts approach in DeepSeek splits tasks between specialized components. Think of it like a school where a chemistry question goes straight to the chemistry teacher and the math problem goes to the maths teacher instead of consulting the entire faculty for every question. This smart division makes DeepSeek R1 faster and more efficient, using less computing power compared to other AI models and also delivering high quality results. Now that were the two good things, but what's not so good about DeepSeek? First, unlike ChatGPT and Claude, DeepSeek currently lacks the ability to create custom AI assistants tailored for specific tasks. This means DeepSeek is less efficient for repetitive work. With ChatGPT or Claude, you can tell the AI once to write emails in a particular style with a polite hello or giving it your exact tone and style. Once you've saved that instructions using the projects functionality in Claude or using a custom GPT functionality in ChatGPT, you never have to repeat your instructions again. With DeepSeek, you'll have to repeat those instructions every single time. It's time consuming and I hope they add this feature soon. Now the next gap relates to lack of multimodal capabilities in DeepSeek. With ChatGPT, you can use voice functionality to speak with its voice assistant. You can also generate images to put your ideas into visual format, whereas DeepSeek is primarily a text-based large language model. So if you need to use functionalities which require image generation or talking to a voice assistant, and in the future having video capabilities like ChatGPT Sora, DeepSeek significantly lags behind on those and is a pure text-based LLM. And the third big risk is the China question. As an accountant who's worked with sensitive data for over 13 years, data security and privacy is a huge risk for any individual or company. DeepSeek's privacy policy clearly states that the information collected about you will be stored on DeepSeek servers in mainland China. Several countries, including Australia, Italy, Taiwan, South Korea, and others, have banned or restricted DeepSeek's use on government devices due to privacy concerns. That's not the only issue. A Cisco study found DeepSeek failed to block 100% of harmful prompts compared to only 26% of attacks succeeding against OpenAI's O1. Now you might be thinking, Aesan, with all these concerns, is there any way to actually use DeepSeek safely, or even if it's worth the risk? Well, the answer is yes, and it's simpler than you might think. DeepSeek did something different than most AI companies, and that is they went open source. So anyone can download their model, host it locally, and use it for their own purposes. And companies like Perplexity AI let you use it securely on their private servers without any China servers involved. In fact, after testing dozens of AI tools for reliable research and source attributable results, Perplexity is my top AI pick for search purposes, and I've been using it for over a year now. Perplexity is also kind of giving Google a run for its money, and if you want to learn more about Perplexity, then you might like this video where I help you master 90% of Perplexity in 9 minutes.